So, there is a little game on Steam that I'm sure a lot of you have already probably heard about that are watching this channel. It's a game called Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, and it's a little bit of it is a violent game, so I'd like to mention that right now before I start this video. But it's a game about red versus blue, and you have all sorts of different characters that you could put together and fight, or have them fight, and you can manipulate the battle however you want before you start it, and there's just all sorts of different things that you can do. So this is a game that I sort of have played before. I played the early access way ago, like 2 years ago in the channel, and now I'm back, and this is actually the full release of the game, and it is very fun. There's all sorts of stuff to do in it, and yeah, there's a lot of different stuff, including a lot of new characters, new maps, and it's constantly being updated, along with it having a workshop, so there's a lot of stuff that I can do in this game. Anyway, let's get right into it. Right into this scene of a bunch of people getting ran over by wheelbarrows. Yep, welcome to tabs. So there's all sorts of things you can do in this game, including like the sandbox, the campaign, and you can also go to the workshop and download custom things that other people make. Anyway, let's get into the campaign of the actual game, and right off the bat, let's go to the introduction of the game, called Clubs, apparently. And how these campaign modes work is that you start out on the red side, and you have to defeat the blue side using whatever method you can. Right now, you actually start out with 600 points, I don't know, money, sure, let's just go with that. And you can only spawn in whatever it gives you down here, and each of these things actually costs a certain amount of points. Like, the spear thrower costs 120, so if I put these down, you'll notice that I quickly run out of money over here. It also shows you how many units you've placed down. Anyway, different units do different things in this game, like a lot of the what am I trying to say, the battle simulator games. Like the spear throwers are throw projectile spears at the enemy. The protectors will actually block the enemy's attacks. The clubbers are clubbers. They club. Anyway, they got about 6 units over here, so let's just go ahead and... Can we put in 6 of our own? No, we can put in 8 of our own. Also, I'd like to say right now that placement is key in this game. You place your units the wrong way, and they're probably going to end up dying. So make sure you place them as best as you can. Also, something that you can do in this game is that if you go up to a unit and press F, you can actually take control of them. Something that you couldn't actually do in the previous alpha. So it makes it so you can kind of use your units more usefully, to say it the right way. Also, I don't understand what happened there, but somehow we lost when we had more units. That probably means that we didn't really place our units correctly. So I'm just going to try putting them in a line. Maybe that'll work a little bit better. Also, this time I think I'm going to put in a couple of the, or at least one of these protectors. Maybe he'll be able to do a little bit better, because the club can't really do anything when it hits the shield. Come on, start doing stuff. Yeah, these guys make really weird noises if you haven't figured it out yet. It's a really silly game, but it's still fun in the end. Also, something that most other battle simulators don't actually have is that the outcomes of these can be completely random. It's not like based off of chance or... I mean, it is entirely based off of chance. It can, like, this battle that I won could randomly be lost because the AI decides that it wants to do something really weird, like walk in a different direction. Yeah, it's super random, and it makes this game a whole lot more fun than you'd think it would be. This time, we have to face off against a bunch of spear throwers, and we have 800 points instead of 600 like last time. So anyway, like they have projectiles, so the best thing to do against these is to put shields up. And these shields basically just block any projectile that gets thrown at you, along with a couple of clubs behind these guys, if I have enough money. I do not have enough money for that. Okay, maybe I'll put in a couple of my own spear throwers, so these guys will take the brunt of the spears, and then my spear thrower will take out all the rest of these guys. Okay, you guys need to not go forward like that. Oh no, you're on your back. Yeah, I'm gonna take control of this guy and try not to get him killed so fast, while my spear thrower slowly takes out the rest of these guys. And no, and I'm dead. Yeah, it's a bit of a rough time for these guys. Anyway, let's move on to the next battle, and this time we actually have a new unit in here called the Stone Thrower. And also, if you're wondering what I just did, if you press F while you're in this mode where you can like put down stuff, you can actually go up to these guys and you can like just look around the map. This is also how you get the secret units, which I might actually show you a little bit later. So anyway, they now have the Stoner, which is basically well, actually, they have the Stoner and a Bone Mage. The Stoner is just a guy with a giant stone that he throws at you. And yeah, he does a lot of damage, so the shields aren't really all that effective against him. They also have the Bone Mage, which actually summons really sharp bones out of the ground and does a lot of damage from a long ways away. But this time we have 4,000 or 1,400 points, so we have a lot more points to spend. So this time, I honestly might just want to swarm them with a lot of these guys. This might work a lot better. Okay, we have a bunch of clubbers. Let's see how well this works. Let's also take control of this guy. Okay, yeah, my team's doing a lot better than I thought they would. On the first try, I thought we would probably lose this battle, but no, we're doing pretty well. Yep, and we win, just like that. This time, we actually have a little bit of a formation back here with a lot of these guys all in the one position behind this shield wall right here. So when you get into this area, you usually want to use the Bone Mage because he can summon bones out of the ground, along with a few clubbers just in the back, just to kind of clean up whatever's left. So yeah, these guys don't really care about the shields; they just destroy everybody, just like that. Yeah, and most of their forces are already dead, and the clubbers in the back will just clean everything up. Yeah, it is a strategy game. I'd like to say that, but I mean, when you look at these guys, you gotta admit it's not much of a strategy game. It's just kind of putting in units and hoping they do the thing they're supposed to. Okay, and now we're moving on to the next map, which is actually, well, not really the next map, but the next faction. The Farmers. The first one, if you haven't caught on, is actually the Tribal faction, and now we're moving on to the Farmer faction. And as this campaign progresses, we'll actually get to meet and fight against all the other factions, like the Medieval, Ancient, all the way over to the Spooky faction. This might take a couple of episodes, but I mean, it's still fun in the end, so yeah. Also, we get to have a couple units that we didn't get to see in the last campaign, such as the Chieftain, which is just a really powerful melee unit, and the Mammoth. I think this is pretty self-explanatory, although I don't have enough money to put them down. That's kind of unfortunate. So anyway, they have a couple of halflings, which is kind of just the knockoff hobbits in this game, and farmers in the back. So I think the best way to deal with this is actually just to kind of have these guys in the front just kind of take the damage. No, wait, we have people meant for taking the damage. We have the protectors, so let's put a couple of these guys down, let's put a couple of the rock throw guys down, and let's put I don't have enough for a Bone Mage, so let's just put down a Spear Thrower. And, okay, yeah, that's all I can put down. So let's see this fight happen. Oh, yeah, I forgot about the friendly fire aspect of the game. Yeah, there is friendly fire. You gotta watch out for that. Oh no, we're being taken out. I gotta run away from these guys. No, 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 no. Don't. No. Hey, no. Don't. Don't even think about it. I will stay here. Nope. And I'm dead. Yeah, that didn't last very long. Okay, let's try out a different tactic. And this time, I think I'm gonna put a Bone Mage in the back, along with a few protectors again. And then for the rest of them, I think I'm not gonna get the Stone Throwers. I'm gonna get these Spear Throwers instead, because they don't do as much damage, but they're a lot more accurate, I believe. Let's see this. So these guys are just meant to take the damage and kind of delay them while the Bone Mage makes his way up. And yeah, just that. Maybe Spear Throwers wasn't the best idea. I should have just put in a little bit of a unit to distract these guys while the Bone Mage did the rest of the work. And he still got the last shot off though. So we should win this if you guys aim for the right guy. Okay. I said they were accurate. I may have been a little bit wrong. Yeah, once these guys get up close, apparently they are not very accurate. Another thing about the campaign mode is that as you get onto the newer levels, like once I get done with the Farmer faction and move on to the facing the Medieval faction, I will actually be able to access all the Farmer units. So it makes it a little bit easier to face off against the next units because you'll have more of a variety. But for now, since we're still in the very beginning of the campaign, we're still stuck with all the tribal units instead of getting to face off against the enemy with actual farmer units. Anyway, this time they have these hay balers, which are basically just really tanky units, along with potion sellers, which are kind of like they're the farmer's range units, which will actually poison the enemy. So the best way to deal with this, I believe, is to just spawn in. Actually, I have just enough money to spawn in a mammoth. This is not gonna win. I just want to see what the mammoth will do. Actually, no, yeah, this is not gonna win. There's also some environmental things, like certain maps will have different advantages. Like, for example, if any unit will actually fall into this river, they'll actually get sucked down and end up flying off the map over on this end. Jeez, I have the sensitivity way down. But anyway, yeah, you'll actually get sucked down the river and then shot out over here. So there's certain environmental advantages and disadvantages to the map. So you gotta be careful on where and why you place down the units. Anyway, let's get back to the battle. Actually, I honestly thought the mammoth wouldn't do very well, but I mean, they gave me exactly enough for this guy, so maybe I was supposed to use him. Yeah, that was easier than I thought it was going to be. Okay, so this time we are now on a new map where they actually have a couple of hay balers surrounding the farmers, kind of protecting them. And, I don't know the best way to do this. I think this time I'm just going to try and, well, definitely not the spear thrower, but I'm definitely going to put another bone mage, and let's put a bunch of protectors, guarding spear throwers. Okay, yeah, there we go. And just in case, I'm just going to put a couple of cleanup units in the back. Okay, yeah, I think that's a good setup. Throw the spears. Oh yeah, apparently range does nothing to the hay balers, but that shouldn't matter because we have a bone mage. Yep, the bone mage does just fine. Okay, yeah, the hay balers do not care about the spears at all. Bone mage, you don't mind standing back a little bit. Nope. Yeah, you're dead now. Okay, I'm gonna take control. Never mind, this battle is already lost. Okay, so next time, don't use these guys, because they are useless against the hay balers. Okay, let's get rid of them, and this time, maybe the stoners will do a little bit better. And let's just get another one of these guys in the back. Okay, let's see how well this works. The shield guys seem to get pretty much destroyed instantly at the beginning there, so I don't know how well they did last time. I just kind of want to see what happens. Oh no, these guys do just fine. It's just that like they're kind of rivaling with these guys on how good they are, so I guess they just had more hay balers. But this time we have these guys, which do a lot of damage apparently. Also, you need to back up a little bit. Okay, I got rid of the rest of the hay bales. You might call it cheating for me to control these guys, but I mean, it's part of the game, so you might as well. Okay, so apparently we're moving on to the next unit, which is actually this harvester unit, which does a lot of damage and does will attack multiple units at once, along with more potion sellers or poison throwers, I like to call them. So the best way to deal with this is to spawn in a mammoth and a bunch of clubbers and hope nothing goes wrong, because I have no strategy. Oh, wait, no! They have halflings hiding in the grass. Really? I didn't even expect that. Jeez. They just had halflings in the grass and I wasn't able to see them, so they just came in from the back and completely destroyed our units. Well, I did not expect that at all. Although we do still have a mammoth, so I mean, he'll destroy all the melee units, but I'm not sure how well he'll do against the potion sellers. I just gotta hope he holds out a little bit longer. He doesn't even have to do his main attack anymore. He just has to go up to them, step on them, and he does just fine. Hey, no. You were totally about to go off the edge there. There's no way I'm letting you do that. Okay, and now in the next battle, we are now facing off against the medieval faction, and apparently, for some reason, I thought we were able to keep the both factions and use both of them, but apparently we just have to use the farmer faction now, so this time we are facing off against a bunch of people with swords, so I think the best way to deal with this is to put a couple of hay balers in the front. Oh yeah, also I should probably mention right now that there's two other units that you didn't get to see. The boss unit of the farmer faction, which is the scarecrow, he spawns in crows. And the wheelbarrow. It's best just to show you what the wheelbarrow does, to be honest. Let's just get a bunch of halflings as well, just kind of clean up the mess. No, farmers would probably be better. Okay, let's start. Yeah, wheelbarrow just kind of charges the enemy and stabs them with a pitchfork, and other guy throws apples. Not sure what the apple guy is trying to do here, but I mean, he tries. Oh wait, no, he's dead. Never mind. Yeah, this is a predicament, isn't it? Sometimes the best idea is to just send in all of the halflings, like the entire Shire just shows up to fight in this. Okay, let's just send in the Hobbit army, and, okay, yeah, that's not the best idea. They are just getting cut down right now. You guys gonna do more damage than that? No, they haven't. No, they haven't killed a single one of them yet. Okay, they killed one of them. Yeah, this is not going well at all. I'm just gonna bail now. That wasn't going well at all. We need to do a unit that can kill multiple units at once, so let's go with the Harvester. This should work a little bit better. Not sure how well it will work, to be honest, but it should. Let's just say it should. Okay, yeah, they're doing a lot of damage, but they're still kind of getting cut down, so I'm not sure how well this is working, to be honest. Oh! And we got a couple of them, and I'm dead. Okay, that didn't work. Maybe we need to have a couple of range units in here, so let's do that. Let's put a couple of hay balers in here to soak up the damage, and then just put a bunch of farmers in the back, kind of deal with the rest of them. Or instead of that, let's actually get rid of you, put you down, and we do not have enough. Do it. Hobbits or halflings. We can't call them hobbits. Let's just put a couple of them up here. Okay, so the potion sellers are doing good, I guess. They're kind of what the potion sellers do, if you haven't figured it out, is that for one, they do poison the enemy, but they also make them confused and make them kind of do really random stuff. So yeah, sometimes it works in your favor, sometimes doesn't, because it's a splash damage weapon. Does a lot of damage to the enemy as well as yourself. Because yeah, you can see he's getting a lot of damage done to himself, but yeah, it does work out if you do stuff like this. Oh no, you just got your own unit killed. Or not. But I have no clue what's happening anymore. It looks like they're just running away. Stop running away, you're supposed to be fighting. Oh, well, I mean, I can kind of understand why you'd be running away at this point. No, don't get stuck in the wall. I will control you, and I will make you go back. Yes, there you go. Just stop falling. Okay, and here comes this guy, and he's dead.